What is going on, guys? Just sorting out the audio. Welcome back to another stream. We're going to be doing a stealing stream today.
What is it? I do not.
So basically anything I find, I'm going to be giving away. I'm on PCNA, so it's like a give back stream basically. So if I find something really expensive, like a painting, I will be giving that away. Or if it's just some crafting motives, it could be anything in this loot table. So it could be worth something worth $1 million gold. So if you're on PCNA, watch the stream and I will mail you. I'll choose someone and then I'll just mail the gifts. And let's get straight into it.
This place has been violated for the last time. The gods will catch up to you.
I just need to quickly put on the add-ons. That should do us. So we've got another one down here. Also, we've got a crafting motive, the Telvanni bows. So I'll be giving that away. Someone's attacking me. I don't think there's one downstairs, but we'll double check. I'm sure there was, but it's not coming up on the marker. I thought there was one here. Maybe not. So let me know in the comments if you're on PCNA, because I will be giving away anything I find, and they could be valuable items as well. So let me know in the comments, drop the video a like as well, and we'll get into some stealing.
Can we look for their things?
What's going on, J-Bob? Welcome to the stream. Let me know if you're on PCNA. Put PCNA in the comments, and I'll be able to send you some stuff. So I could get some valuable stuff as well. I'm also going to be doing stealing streams for other platforms, so it's going to be Xbox EU. I need to get a network cable. Once I've got my network cable, I will be doing streams because I don't want it to be lag free. So using the Wi-Fi generally ain't too great for me. So I will be doing Xbox EU stealing streams as well. So if you want to be in it to win it, stick with me, and then I will be giving away anything I find. So I said there's expensive paintings that go for millions of gold. I might get that drop, you never know.
You criminals with your bounty.
I'm also going to be checking some of the containers as well, because they do drop some nice crafting motifs. And see how crazy our bounty is going to get up to as well.
I want no part in that. Pocket what you can.
What's this about? You don't belong here.
This one turns into a werewolf, I'm not sure why. Right, so let's travel to the next location. Did I collect my daily? No, I did not. Refreshing drink, it's not very useful. I don't know if I've put in all the money. No, I'm okay with the money. Console just here to say hello. Well, welcome to the stream anyway. Like I said, let me know if you're on Xbox EU, because I will be doing stealing streams. I just wish it was cross-platform, so we didn't have all this, because it is annoying that I wish everyone could just be cross-platform, so that if I want to share something with someone or play with a player, you haven't got that limitation, and unfortunately this game does. So it is annoying, because like if you're on PS5, I do have a PS5 account with Elder Scrolls. I just haven't really got anything leveled on it, so it's not really useful to me. I wish I could just be on every platform, but like I said, the easy thing would just to have cross-platform. Would you guys play cross-platform? Like, would you be happy? I definitely would. I know it would come at the price of a few things, like the economy would probably just take a massive nosedive. It would be all over the show. But I do feel it would stable out eventually. So, if your only concern is the economy, I think, within a year that would stabilise itself, and we would gain, a huge player base with everyone playing together. That would just be really good.
Can we look for those things?
And also, someone did say to me, what if you've got a secondary account like I have? So I've got one on PC and one on Xbox. They would just, every account would just merge into like a multi-account, where you can just play it on any platform, and you can all play together. That would be like brilliant. But I suppose that is asking quite a bit for Elder Scrolls, but you get things like that. Fortnite do it. I mean, it's just, you can play on anything. Sometimes I play Fortnite on the Nintendo Switch, or sometimes I play it on console, sometimes I play it on my phone, iPad. You know what I mean? Like, you've got flexibility, and you just log into your account, and I just wish it was that way. But unfortunately, there's only one in here. They've just not added that yet. That would be nice. Yeah, it would be great. I mean, we're getting console add-ons, so we're starting to step in the right direction with the sort of adding support. It's a long time coming. So hopefully we're going to get more good stuff. So drop the video a like, guys, if you're enjoying the stream so far. I said I'll be doing giveaways of anything I find. If you're on PCNA, just let me know in the comments if you're on PCNA, and I will be transferring you some nice stuff so you can make some gold. Or if you just want to keep the stuff for yourself, like if it's a crafting bit and you want to use it, or you want to sell it, or if it's a painting you want to put it up in your house, or if you want to make some really good gold with it, because any paintings that drop in these chests, they're going to be worth some serious gold. So everyone hit the like button, and just let me know in the comments. Right, so I think we're done with this place. Yeah, crossplay just needs to be a thing. I know it is asking a lot for this game, but I just feel it would definitely improve the lifespan of the game. And like I said, there is some players that I want to play that are on different things. I've made a couple of friends on PS5, that I don't really play on PS5, and I can't play with them. You know, I've got friends on PC, I've got friends on Xbox, and it's just like you can't play with them all. And you know, I understand that, but it would just be a real boost for this game if it was just cross-platform. You know, you just log into anything, just like Fortnite, just to mimic Fortnite basically. And I know the game isn't Fortnite. You know, I'm not trying to say, you know, it should copy Fortnite, but I just think that sort of setup would be very nice to see. That's what we really want. Right, so let's go to the next town. See if we can find anything. Right, so there's a couple of lockboxes here. What's going on, Arizona? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Like I said, I will be doing giveaways. If anyone wants free stuff, then stick with me in the stream. I think I've gone in the wrong place. Ciao, ciao. Let me know if you're on PCNA and I will be transferring you some free stuff. Some of it might not be worth that much gold, but I could get a lucky drop and I will be giving it away, so don't worry guys. I'm just getting tapped by the guard at the moment. If I do find something good, I must pull out immediately. If it's something substantial like a painting or a tapestry, then I will need to pull out because I will not be losing that, because if I get caught by the guard, I could lose that valuable item, so I need to make sure I'm not going to get caught. And this companion is not helping me at the moment, but he's back right up. The companion's actually a bit annoying, but she does boost the lockbox chance, yeah, the pickpocketing chance, and it stops me breaking the lock, so it is nice. I just need to be a bit more careful. It's because I haven't got, I've done it this time, I haven't got the full ledger domain, so sometimes I'm failing locks a bit more often than not, but I'm getting there. Right, let's see if we've got anything. I don't think we've got anything apart from delete the rubbish. I know you can't actually fully see on the screen, but I will, well, you can actually see because it shows you the middle window. So yeah, I've got a crafting motive 50 of Tilvani bows. I've just picked that up, so I'll be giving that away. I know it's not nothing too crazy, but we never know, we might get something. Let's just delete 200 crown refreshing drinks. I don't know if I've ever used them in the game. Just a daily login reward. Right, and then let's get cracking back on. So yeah, I'm focusing on the lockboxes mostly. I might grab the odd container and might kill an NPC or two, but I think the real stuff is only in the lockboxes in Vvardenfell. So we're going to be focusing on them. So everyone drop the video a like, guys, and just let me know in the comments if you are on PCNA, and I will be sending you some stuff. If there's loads of players that want stuff sent, then I might have to pick randomly, but if there's only one or two, then I'll just donate what I've got to whoever's here. I said it could be something valuable. I might get lucky, or it might be something like a crafting motive, which is not too bad. You might want to fill the sticker book. You know I'm not. I know, I wish he was. Like I said, I was talking earlier, I don't know if he was in the stream, about I just wish there was cross-play in this game, because like I said, I've got friends on Xbox, I've got friends on PC, I even made a couple of friends on PS5 briefly, even though I wasn't on there for very long, and it's just annoying. I just wish it was all cross-play. It would just really be a big boost for this game. You know, having that functionality where you can just interact with any friends on any platform, just like, you know, similar to a Fortnite style, where you can I can log into any console or platform. Yep, PS5, yeah, I did briefly, but I just couldn't be bothered to remake a whole new account again. Because you know, you want to be I want to be on every platform, but it's a lot to ask, because there's player bases everywhere, and it's just a shame we can't all play together. I just think it'd really boost a lot of things with this game. So I never actually I don't think I even got to level 50. I think I played about 2 or 3 times, got to about level 20, 25, and then unfortunately I put it to rest, as it was just, it's a big time sink making a new character. I could just make a stealing character maybe. I don't know. I'm happy at the moment. I've got my PC NA account and I'm on Xbox EU. I agree. I just wish we could swap between EU and NA servers. Mythic, yeah, like I said, it should all just be what servers you want to play on. That would be really cool. You know, you could just switch between, or even just have one massive servers. I suppose, like I said, the game would probably explode, but you never know. Have to get boy ready for school. Have a great day, everyone. Yeah, have a great day, mate. Welcome everyone to the stream. Got the stream a like, guys. I will be doing 3 giveaways of stolen goods. And if you're on another platform, I'm on PCNA. If you're not on the same platform as me, then you can copy this route that I'm doing, stealing route in Vvardenfell. Everyone that plays Elder Scrolls Online has access to this region, as it is part of the base game now. It's free, so everyone can come here and do this. Just get a thieving character, get your ledger domain up, and just copy my run, and you can just be in for some crazy gold, because the drops, they're difficult drops, but they do drop. I've had probably about 5 or 6 paintings, and it's just a nice easy run to do. You can't really get caught. I've just realised I've skipped a couple of boxes in the Mages Guild and Thieves Guild, but yeah, it's pretty good. Wow, I'm really doing bad here. Come on, break it, break it. None of my NA tunes have mythics, but I can't be able to dig all the leads up again yet. What I did was I just yeah, it's the Elder Scrolls Online, yeah, cheers. What I did was I just, because I had quite a lot of stuff already on my Xbox EU account, so what I did was the stuff that I never did get around to farming, like the Talk of the Last Aelid King and the, what other was it, the Death Dealers. I didn't have those on Xbox EU. There was a few things I didn't have, so what I've done was I just basically focused on them. I did get the open soul. I had to redo getting that again, but there was a couple of things you can't really avoid that you know you're going to really want. But I was just focusing on stuff that I didn't have for my PC NA account, you know, as much as I possibly could, to sort of reduce the redoing everything style.
Come on, friend. You're better than that.
All I want on my NA is either a ring. I'd be happy with Pale Order. Yeah, Pale Order's nice for solo. Really good. That's one of the paintings there. It's one of the smaller paintings, but that will probably go for a mil on PCNA. I could always get that possible drop, but the tri paintings, which are the larger ones, they are going to go for much more. So like I said, stick with me, guys. If I do get one, I will be giving it away. Get rid of this rubbish. I'm starting to get cluttered now. So we've got, I know you can't fully see my inventory, but you can see I've got the Telvanni bows. I will be giving that away. Such a ball ache. Yeah, I mean, mythics are a real nightmare to farm. After, especially the experience with the Talk of the Last Aelid King, that took me a lot of time to grind. That was a real, probably the worst grind in the game for me. The Talk of the Last Aelid King, yeah, it's just, but I did get it eventually on PC NA, and I do use it quite a lot. But yeah, that was definitely nasty. Some of the mythic lead drops, I don't know if they're bugged, but there was just so many different leads in the loot table. in the Infinite Archive, it did definitely make it challenging to get, and it was just constantly doing it over and over. And I really was really at my wit's end with it, but I did manage to do it.
Can we look through their things?
So where's this one? It's here. Everyone drop the stream a like as well, please.
Hear that?
Let me know if you're on PCNA, because you'll be entered into the giveaway. That's one of the paintings there. I know it doesn't look much, but that will go for, on PC, probably between 3 to 10 million, I would have thought, that sort of range. So this could be yours. Depends what I get. On console, you're probably looking at 1 million plus, 1.5 million.
Would be nice to get a drink or two.
It puts a lot of players off being so, yeah, I know what you mean. It's just the mythic grinds. That's why I haven't got every mythic in the game. I'm not a completionist. I used to sort of be, but I'm not. I just can't, because I know some of them are just awful and maybe bugged. I don't know, but yeah, the talk was worth getting, but it's very, very difficult. I wanted the talk on PCNA because I don't have tons of sets, and of course that essentially disables the need for, you know, having specific sets, and I wanted to get into the PvP scene without farming tons and tons of sets. So that was just an easy way for me. And I was also leveling champion points a bit at the same time, so it was alright for me, but it was a nasty grind. All the money chat, none of my tunes have ever had more than half a million. Yeah, I mean, I think the most I've ever had is probably about 4 or 5 million in this game, because I end up just spending it on builds and stuff. Yeah, it's just, and on PC the gold goes quick. It don't last 2 seconds.
What's our story if we get caught?
Everything is so expensive. The PC economy is just heavily inflated compared to consoles, and yes, everything's like 4 times the price.
Quick!
This is your last chance to leave before the guard arrives.
So to pick up the pace, and let's hit some lockboxes. Can't help but just killing the odd NPC as I see him on the way. They might have something, but it's more difficult, and I've not had any solid confirmed drops of tapestries and stuff on the NPCs. I do believe they do drop them, but like I said, for the time being, I'm more focusing on the lockboxes, because I know they drop good stuff, you know, because I've had the drops previously, so I know it's all good. When I win the lottery, I'll get a PC, then I'll get some bits off you, my dream. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like I said, I did do a video on coming to PC. I was initially put off because I thought you did need an expensive PC and stuff. But I said, literally, if you see my PC, guys, I have actually done a video on, oh, don't hit that NPC. And the PC I'm put together cost like 250 quid. Really cheap to put together, and I'm running it now at the moment. I do have a newer PC, but I'm having problems with the hard drives doing my nutting. So I'm running on my old PC at the moment. It's just some old office PC I converted into a gaming PC, and it costs about 250, 300 in parts, and it runs the game pretty good. Not on max settings obviously, but like medium to high settings, it's pretty sweet. I don't have any trouble.
What's our story if we get caught?
What's the 658 number on screen? I don't actually know. Oh, the 658. Oh, sorry, that's my weapon and spell damage. That is an add-on. I don't barely even use, but I've got on a couple of tunes, so it just displays your weapon and spell damage quickly. So as you can see, when I'm at stealth, it goes up.
I asked nicely.
You confused me there. I thought they were saying else showing up.
I
Um,
no part.
yeah, it's just I'm new to add-ons and stuff. I don't really dabble too much with them. The only one I ever really like is the Harvest node map. I don't really need it for the lockboxes, as I know where most are anyway. But it's just nice to have if you're into farming. Yeah, weapon damage add-on. It's nice to see because it's, you know, you can have the that's why I like PC. You do have the convenience of a lot of stuff. But like I said, I'm not a big add-on person. I'm fairly new to it, and I know there's really good ones like the mini map and all the detailed passing stuff, and there's all sorts of crazy information you can get. But like I said, to be honest, I'm happy with just the Harvest node for what I'm doing. All I want is the Way Shrine showing. Yep, you can get that, and I think I did have the Sky Shard one. It's just convenience things really. But like I said, the Harvest map is very nice, as particularly in Vvardenfell. It's hard to spot the nodes, even with all the Key 9 stuff on. It's still quite difficult to see. So like I said, I don't really need them for this lockbox run, but it's just in case I forget one. Or I get confused. Sometimes I get confused. CR Bones 2, what's going on? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Everyone drop the stream a like. And like I said, let me know if you're on PCNA, as I will be doing a giveaway at the end. I'm going to get caught here because I cannot open this door. This guard is super slow.
Pocket what you can.
Right, so where are we? Are we upstairs? We're normally up. They're normally upstairs in these ones. It's been gobbled. Someone's had it, or it's not spawned. So let's crack on. So we're doing free stuff, free giveaways, guys. Anything I find is yours. I'm not keeping nothing. I'm only keeping the loot, you know, the rubbish loot you get for selling to the fence. But anything special, then I will give away. I had to go away from gaming, quit here, so I had a bad time. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think Elder Scrolls is still good. It's definitely got its problems, and it's got a lot to prove with the player base at the moment. But it's still got its good points. I'm glad there's a dungeon pack coming out. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of people, you know, with the no chapters and that, everyone's worried it's all going into maintenance mode. I don't believe it is. I just think they're just changing directions. Maybe they are doing slightly less and focusing their attention elsewhere, but I think the game has still got plenty of gas left in the tank. Dungeon's my favourite yet. I'm sorry to hear that, CR Bones. Yeah, I still think the game has a lot to offer still. It is an escapism as well. A lot of people use it with MMOs in particular. It's escape from real life, just to take a break and chill. I think MMOs definitely offer more than sort of single player games. Yeah, so like sometimes people need escapism. I think that's what a lot of, you know, people do use for the game. I definitely do. It's sort of like a switch off mechanism from all the worries of life. But MMOs definitely have that sort of more in-depth feel than sort of regular games. Like jewellery box? I don't think they get things in jewellery boxes. Usually trash. I don't think I've ever pulled anything good from a jewellery box. Which is silly really, because the jewellery boxes, they're far and few between, but you never get anything good from them. So yeah, let me know if you're on PCNA, and I will be sending you free stuff, and it could be worth some good gold. So yeah, but with the chapters going, like I said, I think it's a good thing. The chapters for me were getting a bit stale. I always enjoyed a new zone, but it was just the same formula and recipe. So hopefully it's not maintenance mode and they're just literally changing up the way they perform and release content. So I've still got high hopes. But again, you know, they've got Cyrodiil. They're bringing some attention finally to Cyrodiil with that new Vengeance campaign. He's going to simplify things. So there's a lot of things coming. Whether or not it's going to be well received, we don't know.
Come on, friend.
So I wasn't particularly happy with the battlegrounds overall. I did enjoy the new maps and stuff and the new modes to some degree, but I do feel it was a bit underwhelming, and they should have kept the old ones as well and kept the new ones. I would have been happier. So let's just see what they do this year. 2025 game is now 10 years old. Is it on its last legs? Let me know in the comments. Do you think it's on its last legs, or do you think there's still some gas in the tank? They can still pull out some good stuff. Probably Zos doesn't listen to us. Yeah, that is the problem. I think the lack of the communication was the issue. I don't do PvP at all. Cyrodiil confuses the hell out of me. Yeah, I mean, like I said, initially I wasn't a big PvPer. I was just mostly PvE. But once I've completed a lot of the PvE content, I did sort of move on to PvP. And it can be good, but just, you know, take it in small doses and just don't get worried or frustrated if you die a lot, because I die a lot still. You know, even though I've got loads of experience, doesn't mean that I'm some crazy end boss that never dies. Has much else changed? Last time I tuned into the Vamp pass, we were getting nerfed and people were going to stack an extra 10k health to compensate. Yeah, not really much else has changed. Like I said, there's going to be a new Cyrodiil campaign. It's going to disable certain sets and skills, and it's going to simplify everything. They're visually changing it as well, from what I've seen. So there is going to be some. They're definitely, you know, the attention is there on the open world, which is finally good. You know, but I think what they're trying to do is trying to address the lag issue. They're going to simplify all the calculations in open world and try and pinpoint what is causing the problem, I think. So they're trying to make a simplified Cyrodiil version, more skill, less carry on sets. The game name is Elder Scrolls Online. You're not a stream team member, are you? No, I'm not. They need someone at Zos that actually cares about what we want. Most things are ignored. Yeah, this is the problem. I don't think there's been great communication. And a lot of people on the forums come up with really good ideas, and a lot of it is unfortunately ignored. And that is the problem. But I think where you get some players that have played for so long, they know the game almost better than probably the developers themselves. You know, where you're so fine-tuned with everything. Don't want to get you in trouble. I think ESO 6 may fail if things don't drastically improve. Yeah, I'm not a stream team member or anything by any means, so don't worry. As long as with the tank meta is made me leave the game, I'll just check in here now with another YouTuber now and again, see how the game is. Yeah, not really much has changed, but I will still play. It's my release after a crappy day at work. Yep, I know, it's a your little go-to just to chill out. The PvP developer doesn't know how to play PvP. Yeah, I mean, I did see a lot of players complaining about the stream. I didn't actually directly watch the stream because I don't think it was the correct time for me, and I didn't tune into it. I did see snippets of it. Yeah, and a lot of people weren't happy with some of the, I can't remember if his even name, I won't say name anyway, but yeah, they weren't happy with the way that he performed in PvP when he's meant to know everything about the game, and I can see where they're coming from. I just think they were completely out of tune with the actual game itself, and it should have just been structured a little bit better. but there you go. You know, I'm the same. Sometimes I do streams and you just get opened up, you know, and taken to, you know, taken to the trash basically. So, but you need to know a thing or two about PvP to really get in there, you know, and know what you're doing. Which not saying they didn't, but I just don't think they fully thought it through, and it should have just been a little bit more probably planned, I suppose. But yeah, it wasn't well received. So you need to be careful on how they just portray things. Right, so we've still just got the Telvanni bows. Take it is still a tank meta then, yeah. It's probably worse than ever, to be honest, the tank meta, because of the undeath. People push the health even more to compensate. Not to say, but the only thing I would say is that gank builds have become stronger, which is nothing really new. So they've become even stronger. So I've put down players that are like 40 plus health, even 45k health. You can gank now because the damage has just gone through the roof with the scribing. Has just pushed it even further. So even though there is a tank meta, there's always something to counter it. And the bombs seem to be even stronger. I thought bombing has sort of died its death a little bit, but it hasn't. There's just, I think again with I was going to say scribing. The scribing, it's opened up more doors, and the damage is just gone through the roof. It's with the banner skill, to be honest. A lot of it is just pushing direct damage up, and you can really cut through players. Like I said, I've made a few gank builds that are really pushing the numbers. You know, you're really slapping people hard. As long as you hit them correctly, you know, there's always that one player you can't kill. But I've killed players in the 40k health, which I didn't think was even possible. I thought anything above 35k, I'd generally be like, nah, you know what, that player's not going down. But I didn't even push its limitations. I wanted to see if I could even hit 45 and above 50k health players, because the damage I was chucking out on some of the builds, some of the newest builds I've done, yeah, you can really give. A lot of players probably think, you know what, my health's too high, your gank ain't going to put me down, and I've put them down. So yeah, the damage is definitely there now. There shouldn't be any players you can't kill. Yeah, definitely. I think health should be capped, to be honest, because it can be heavily abused. I don't understand the scribing either. I'm just a simple guy who likes to run around and kill stuff. Yeah, the scribing is complicated at first, but then you do get the hang of it fairly quickly. Tank meta has been played out for over 7 years. Yeah, it started in bad in the pandemic. They give players real healing and nerf. Yeah, out of healing. Yeah, healing is just too strong. There shouldn't be any players you can't kill. I've said that one. Good game still in 25. Yeah, I enjoy the game still. It's the only game I play. I do play other games, but it's definitely still enjoyable. I think the problem is a lot of players are just taking it a bit too seriously now, and just play it casually. It's good for a game that's just casual play. But I think the frustration starts rolling in when players are just trying to be a bit too competitive, and they just get a little bit frustrated and annoyed, and the egos start coming out. I think that's what's causing problems, and the lag, unfortunately, has not been resolved. But they're trying to do it this year, so hopefully 2025 is the year Cyrodiil's fixed. Who knows? It's possible.
I want no part in that.
Right, so we've completed a full lap. I did miss a couple out though. I enjoy, yeah. Beat a monkey owner. Been playing this game over 10 years. Yeah, I did start in, yeah, I think January 2025. So it'll be 10 years for me as well on console. I do an hour of evening and 3 or 4 at the weekends. I need a drink. My voice is going. Yeah, so the game is still good in 2025. It's just like the player base It's took a bit of an hit, but it's not to really, it doesn't really affect you. Like I said, I mostly play solo anyway, so it doesn't really directly, I'm not trying to find groups and stuff as much anymore, because I said I've done a lot of the content. Oh, we've got another crafting motive. So that is 2 crafting motives we have, guys. I need to start offload some of this loot. I need to just delete the greens. Normally, if you're playing normally, don't delete the greens, you want to sell them. You want to get as many blues as possible if you want to make as much possible gold fencing. Delete this, but for the purposes of this stream, I can't hang on to it as it's going to keep filling up my inventory. I will just delete it. And make room. Oh, just delete the blue, shouldn't have done that. So yep, this is what I'll be giving away. Wherever they've gone. Oh my god, I've lost them. Did I delete them? Oh, I don't see my deleted one. Oh no, it's the same one. So if that confused me because I thought I had 2. So I've got 2 Telvanni bows. What are the odds of that?
What's this about? You don't
Right,
belong
let's
here.
keep going. So yeah, once you've done this loop that I've just done, all the lockboxes reset, so you haven't got to wait around. Now, if I'm waiting around for is the lockbox to unlock.
Seriously? What was the point of that?
Until Traitors comes out. Oh, the lag. They've been blowing smoke about that, fixing it forever, yeah. So I think this is probably going to be their final chance to sort of redeem Cyrodiil and see if they can fix it by, like I said, simplifying all the calculations.
What's our story if we get
Will it
caught?
work?
You don't belong.
I don't think it's going to work. I think there's something else underlying, but they're trying to see if that will work by limiting what you can use and what you can put on. Well, that's a good furnishing. Quality fabric. I can give that away. It's not worth much though.
Pocket what you can.
I'm off now. Take care and catch you soon. Oh, if anyone has a spare pail of ordering, let me know. Take care, mate. They need Unreal 5 and crossplay. Yeah, I did talk about that earlier. Yeah, crossplay would just definitely massively boost this game. I just want it in the Fortnite style, where you can just play on any device and just log into your account. That would really keep this game going. I mean, it's still going anyway, but it's just, you know, there's players I want to play with on different platforms, and, you know, you can't all be on the same thing, unfortunately.
What a rush!
But it should definitely be implemented, even if it does kill the economy. You know, that will recover and stabilise after a while. I know it would cause merry hell with the economy in the game.
For the 80th time, help is on the way. I've received assurances from House Redoran. They will handle this trouble in mind. You need only patience.
So I've got 2 crafting moves and a
The guard knows
sort
how
of
to
a
deal with the likes of you.
furnishing of such. So if you want to be getting the free goods, just let me know in the comments section if you're on PCNA,
No part in
and
that.
I will be sending them to you. Like I said, we haven't got anything crazy yet. We've got a couple of crafting motives that I'll be giving away. So drop the stream a like, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And just let me know in the comments if you're PCNA, and I will put you in the list for, well, it depends how many players there is, and I'll put you in the list for sending you some stuff over. If I get a painting that's worth a load, that's going as well.
Another egghead out of the mine, and he's worse than the rest. This is on your head, Mobena.
Is this the Elder Scrolls game? Yes, it is. Elder Scrolls Online. I'm just currently doing a stealing run, and I will be doing giveaways to anyone on PCNA. Like I said, I will be doing streams on Xbox EU. I'm just waiting on a network cable, just because I don't want any lag on stream, or minimise, should I say. Thought the guy got me that water, thought that one got me. He has got me. Quickly run. No, I hate this new. Say I hate this. I'm not a big fan. He got me. I don't want to lose my motives. I'm getting pinned by the tent. First person it is. Luckily I got away with that. That could have been bad. And there weren't even one there to begin with. Another guard. I might go back and order them just in case I lose them. I don't want to lose them. And I could get rid of some of that gear just quickly. Might take a second. So I have to be careful what I say, because I have two friends on stream team. Why I asked if you were on it. Yeah, I'm not on a stream team. I'm not sure if I would even go on it, to be honest. I don't know if my skill level would even be high enough. But yeah, I've never been asked anyway. Well, I don't think I've been asked anyway, if they've emailed or whatever. I think you also have to be quite big on Twitch. If I'm wrong, let me know, but so I'm not on that. I'm just going to delete this stuff, just get rid of it all. Like I said, if you want to maximise your gold, only sell purple and blue and as minimal green as you can. If you really want to maximise the gold. Right. Is this ESO? Yes, it is. Can't say anything bad about the game. Yeah, I mean, I try to just keep it neutral. I'm not saying like I'm super positive about the game. I try to keep middle ground. I like to be optimistic, but not too optimistic and not too negative at the same time. What's a good starting class? It depends what you want to do. I mean, the most powerful class in the game without a doubt is Nightblade. That is going to be the one that's going to deliver the most damage in PvP if you want to play against players, and it's going to do really well in PvE. If you want the easiest type of build to sort of complete 90% of the game's content, or 95, you could just do a pet sorcerer heavy attack. That's the easy mode. That's going to get you completing most of the game and dealing quite a lot of damage. Where was I? I was in just going to Balmora. I bought it, played it, but got bored doing the low level stuff. Yeah, I think unfortunately it's just, it is a little bit grindy. Just getting to, like, you want to get to CP 160 and just grind. And once you're there, then you can, it sort of really begins. I mean, the questing is sort of, it does get a bit boring, the questing, if you do too much of it. It's all right just to do it in small doses. But like where the game shines is the PvP when it works, and the dungeons are the most fun for me, and the trials are really good if you're into that. It's like the group content is the best, and the solo and world bosses and stuff I like, but the questing is not a high point of the game. I think there's just too much of it. Not that it's bad, it's just too much of it. There's just far too many quests in the game, and I think it's overwhelming for newer players. But I said, like, unless you're a completionist, it doesn't really matter about the questing too much. And also advice for a new player, just pick one toon. Don't get into the rabbit hole unless you want to invest tons of time into the game of creating multiple characters. Just pick one character, stick with it, and you'll do well if you just play on one. To me, this game has the greatest PvP I've ever played, but they won't fix certain things. Yeah, I think the combat, I've tried other MMOs and stuff, the combat just never seems to be quite there compared to this game. But like you said, when it works, that's the problem, when it works.
Hold there, you low-born cur.
I hope I didn't sell them. I'm getting confused all the time. No, they are laundered now, so I can't lose them if I die, so I'll be giving those away. So let's teleport, or is it too costly? Don't keep eating into my gold. Don't mind if it's a little bit cheap. So I said stick with me through to the stream, guys. I'll probably be streaming for a little while longer. Make sure you like the stream as well. And as I will be doing the giveaways at the end, so stick with me for them. Never know, I might get lucky and get something really good. I feel like I'm overdue for something now. I've got a funny feeling something might drop soon. There's quite a lot of paintings in the loot table as well of these lockboxes, so I don't know if the tapestries are part of it. I'm still not sure. I can't really find information on the tapestries that much. So I'm not 100% sure the tapestries drop, but I think the paintings are worth slightly more anyway. So I don't think I've seen a tapestry physically drop for me. I've heard they drop from the NPCs, so maybe I'm just farming the wrong thing for them. But I said the paintings, you know, they go for good gold. What does it say? I have a few seconds. Quick question: which is the best for solo player, Pale Order or Oakensoul? I would say Oakensoul, because even though Pale Order will keep you alive better, the Oakensoul is probably going to provide you with the damage that you need if you just want to do like a heavy attack, easy mode build. Because if you put Pale Order on, yes, you'll be more survivable, but you're going to have to then incorporate a more complex setup, unless you're okay with that. But from a new player perspective, or someone wants to play things on easy mode like I do, like with heavy attack builds, I would recommend Oakensoul. But Pale Order is still good, but you just will have to do a 2-bar, a bit of a trickier build. Put it like this: if they would give us a vanilla so day one stuff, there isn't any tune yesterday or today that could match that Nightblade. Yeah, that is definitely true. If you could see what Nightblade could do back in the day compared to this washed out sorry version we have now, yeah, I mean, it's definitely overperforming. It always has done. It's just because it has I think it has access to so many buffs compared to say like Necromancer. It's just night and day. But Nightblade does come at the cost of a bit of a learning curve with the 2-bar PvP builds. They can be quite hard to handle. Take care, Arizona. Have a good one. I'll see you soon. Yeah, they do. Nightblade does have a bit of a high skill ceiling if you really want to do like in-game PvP. It's probably the only class I don't think I've fully mastered. With 2-bar on PvP, I do struggle with that. Everything else I've pretty much done. I was getting to it, I just haven't really took the time to do a 2-bar full-blown Nightblade build. It's probably like the only sort of build I haven't really done. I normally just stick with 1-bar, it's just simpler, so I end up sort of ganking. But I'm starting to do 2-bar ganking builds. I've got one probably dropping tomorrow, a 2-bar gank, bow gank as well. It's really, really powerful, because a lot of the ganks I've done recently, they're sort of close range, so I'm going to be doing 1 or 2 melee, 1 or 2 ranged ones. Right, now we'll go into the tricky spot, which is the Fighters and Mages Guild. This is where you can get caught. I did miss these out last time. So let me know in the comments, guys, if you're PCNA, and then I will put you in the giveaway for free stuff. I've got some crafting motives up for grabs so far, so let me know and I can send you them. Nightblade used to be a predator, now they're just a fart stand. Yeah, they definitely have took some hits without a doubt, especially the cloak. I'm not a fan of the cloak. I can live with it, but it's just annoying. It keeps draining the magicka. But this is one I've got to be careful here. You can easily get caught here, and if you get caught in this room, it's very hard to escape. But I've got nothing valuable on me, so I'm not that bothered. Right, that's for that one. It's just that guard doesn't move. This one's fine to grab. You're okay here. It's got loot 40 treasure chests. They wasn't technically treasure chests, but what the endeavours. Look at that afterwards. And then again, this is another tricky one here. Again, you're right in the corner, so if you get caught, like, you're proper pinned. What the hell? Lockbox. Come on, safe box. Safe box. Here we go. I said ideally you want, there is a couple of sets you can put on. I think I did do a video on it quite a while ago of like the ideal thieving sets where it reduces your detection radius a little bit. See, I've just got a PvP build on. I've not got a full-blown thieving build, so that would improve, you know, you ain't going to be detected as easy. So welcome everyone to the stream, guys. I'm doing free giveaways of anything I find. Make sure you like the stream and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do lots of builds and guides. I'm giving back to the community as much as I can, rather than just giving gold away or other stuff. I'd like to do like something a bit more unique and sort of giving away stolen goods. You know, that obviously they're going to be laundered, so you can then sell them and do what you will with them. It's just something different, and it's something that I enjoy doing. I like the stealing side of the game. It's just fun. It's a fun way to make gold. There is better ways to make gold, like consistently over time, than this. This is only going to net you, unless you get a good drop, of course. But if you just do it standard per character, you can get about 30 to 40k gold per character per day. So it's not super lucrative. Why is that locked? I swear I just come out of there. I'm confused now. But tanks with a pocket healer can ruin the entire game, and that's okay. Yeah, that is the problem. I think the healing has never been fully addressed on this game. I swear I come out of this door.
What's our story if we get caught?
I swear I come out of this door. And it was locked. So it's locked from the outside, but not the inside. Confused. I'll just move on. Yeah, I mean the cross healing is just ridiculous, and I don't think any heals should scale off max health. There should be more encouragement to drop the health lower. The lower your health, the more damage you should be able to hit, because then it comes at the cost of your survivability. You should not be able to have super high health and super high healing. It's just, the more health you have, the less healing you can apply. But obviously you've got to be careful, because you don't want to affect the PvE too much. I'm talking from like a PvP perspective. I normally do most of the time, so let me know if what I'm saying don't make sense, because I do tend to talk from a PvP perspective. Yeah, like you don't want to affect the PvE too much, so you've got to be careful with the changes, because you don't want to, it can have knock-on effects elsewhere that isn't intentional. But yeah, like cross healing, having a pocket healer with you, you know, it just carries battlegrounds. You know, you've got a healer on your team that's very good, you're probably going to win, unless they've also got the same thing on their side. Did I do both those? Oh, I think I've just done the one. Dalen's house is next. So yeah, let me know if in the comments if you need any help with the game. I pretty much know most things about the game. If you're a new player and you need some advice or anything, or you've got a build and you're not sure, I might be able to help out with. Just let me know in the comments. Anything you need to know about the game, I can hopefully tell you, because like I said, I'm pretty knowledgeable about the game. Here, the ultimate truth, separate PvE and PvP. Yeah, that's what they probably should have done, because it's just such a juggling act. It never really works and translates. If they do something really good in PvP, it has a terrible knock-on effect on PvE, or if they do something in PvE, then vice versa. It's very hard to translate, because they just play completely differently, don't they? That is the issue. But you know, they can only do so much, but they just need to do more informative and more accurate changes that people actually want, rather than, I think a lot of the changes, they seem to just be like shots out of the dark. Like in my latest video, or one of my latest videos, I mentioned about the Way of Fire nerf. You know, why that set was particularly targeted when it wasn't. It was meta for a couple of years, or you know, it's been meta for a few years with our Masters dual wield, but the Masters dual wield did take a hit. Have I gone in the wrong place? Yeah, the Masters dual wield did take a hit, so the Way of Fire sort of went on the back burner a little bit, and there's much more nastier sets to contend with. That are causing more problems for people in PvP. You know, Way of Fire was a little bit overtuned because of the way it procced. You know, it procced on any weapon, light attack, heavy attack, any weapon ability, so it was very strong to keep a good uptime on it. And they've changed it to light and heavy attack only. But like I said, it was just abused with the meta of the Masters dual wield, and it did make it very strong. What the hell is that? Preserved music box lead. It's not what I wanted, but okay. That bloke's just in complete shock. What have I pulled from his lockbox? But this is what we want, guys. This is the paintings that are going to make that crazy money. And if I get one, I will send it. I'm not going to gatekeep or anything. If it's worthless, or you know, not worth much, then I will give it away. If it's worth a load, I will give it away. So let me know in the comments if you're on PCNA, and then I will send you the stuff. And like I said, if I do get lots of comments, then I might have to, what the hell is that? I've got another thing, I've got a design. A Khajiit decanter. Let's have a quick looky. I'll delete the recipes, I don't think people are going to want recipes. But that, I'll do that as well. I know it's nothing too crazy, but that'll be up for grabs as well. We've got some motifs up for grabs. So put in the comments if you're PCNA, and you will be entered into the giveaway. I steal, you keep. That's the name of the game.
Wherever you came from, I suggest you go back.
Anything, if it's valuable, it's going.
What's our story?
Yeah, but I come up with this stream idea because I just thought it was a bit unique, and a lot of
The gods on their
streamers
way.
don't do anything that I've seen. I've not seen streamers do anything like this. I think I'm the only streamer that steals. And then I thought also I could incorporate what can I give back as well to the community, to you know, the people that have watched me over the years doing my videos or whatever. And I just thought, how can I give back?
Do I have
So that's what I'm doing this stream for. Anyone that wants some free stuff, if you're on the same server as me, then I'll be able to send it over. I'm getting attacked.
Come on, friend.
I should be pickpocketing these really. It'd be nice to see some confirmed drops of the tapestries. That's what I'm interested in. I don't think I've seen any tapestries. But I think they do drop off the NPCs, but you have to pickpocket or Blade of Woe, as far as I'm aware. Is this the one that's blocked? It's blocked. Right, I'm going to take a quick 2 minutes away. As you can see in the comments, it is coffee time for me. I need to get a drink and then we'll be back at it trying to get some rare loot for you guys. So stick around and I won't be 2 minutes. Right, so I am back, guys.
There are no shortcuts in the law.
Let's get to cracking these lock boxes. We've got another crafting motive, guys. So I've got a design to give away, and I've got 3 crafting motives to give away. We've got a Vvardenfell axes crafting motive 52. So I'll be giving that away. Greek goddess, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Like I said, guys, make sure you like the stream. Let me know if you're on PCNA, as I will be doing giveaways. Oi oi Savaloy, it's Can't Stop Gore. You seen Lamp Knight, the new medium set? Yeah, I have seen that. I'm still trying to work it out. Have you cracked the code yet? I can't tell if it's a good set or it's a bad set. I'm still sort of working it all out. Dang, on Xbox. Yeah, I will be doing, if you're on Xbox EU, I will be doing giveaways on Xbox EU as well. So I'll probably do a similar style. I'm just waiting on a network cable.
Sure. Make yourself when the guard arrives, you'll be.
So yeah, that Lamp Knight set, I do need to, I've been looking into it. I just can't quite crack it yet. I was thinking of putting it on a bash build maybe, but the reduction in damage is just so crazy. I mean, like the 100% pen basically. Essentially it's a 100k pen, so it's essentially, you know, 100% penetration. You know, I just don't know. It's just the damage reduction is crazy. I don't think it will be great overall. I think that some abilities will be scaled huge off because corrosive is 100k pen, but 48 damage reduction is huge on Lamp Knight. Yeah, I think they need to drop it. I think that needs to be dropped to about 30, 25 or 30, and then you can start incorporating things to compensate for it, like major berserk, minor berserk, you know, Malakath, things that are just going to sort of, you know, unbalance that. But it's too, to me, it is just too much. But I was going to try and put it on a bash build, or something, and just see if you can try and turn it around a little bit. But to be honest, you might as well just run a DK, you know, the 100% corrosive you get on DK, so I don't know. But like I said, sometimes these sets don't look great on paper, and then when they're actually tested, people think, oh, you know what, that's actually not too bad. So if you stack damage so you're higher than usual, the nerf wouldn't be too bad if you want to spam frags or jabs. Yeah, I mean, you'd really have to push the damage to make up for it, and it's a lot to make up for. I mean, you wouldn't have to run light armor, you wouldn't need any pen sources, so it's going to free up skills on your bar. So it's definitely got potential, but I just think the damage reduction is just too much. 46% is just, it's a lot to swallow. It should be, yeah, in the 25-30% region maybe, and then you can sort of make up for a little bit of it. Lamp Knight with a defensive proc set could be good as a tank defensive proc. Don't scale off damage, so that 100k pen would be a huge damage increase on a tank with no damage anyway. Yeah, that's definitely something. Yeah, I thought we'd have something for bash builds, but it's a shame it's damage done. If it was like, it'd be, I suppose it'd be too overpowered, but if it was like 100k pen you get, and then, but you lose like 4k weapon damage or 5k weapon damage, see, that wouldn't affect a bash build really, because most of the bash damage scales through the actual bash damage itself and damage done sources, so you get around it. So it's just trying to find a way to get around that, what they've done. I think it's just too brutal, but they might change it maybe. Yeah, I said Malakath, yeah, that increases your damage done, so that's going to offset some of it. The major berserk, the minor berserk is going to offset some more. Anything that says damage done, so like you could essence thief, I also thought, because that gives you another 10% damage done bonus. So there's definitely things you can do. I think you could probably get up to about 35%, as if it even stacks. I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, Malakath,
I'm learning a lot from you.
Malakath, Essence Thief, Major Berserk, Minor Berserk. Then you're sort of getting into that realm. But it's, yeah, it's a strange set. I don't know what it was for. What was the set for?
Now the gods will haul you away.
What is its purpose? I mean, normally with most sets you can work out a purpose of what they're going to be. Oh, it's a damage set. Oh, it's for a tank. But with that one, I don't know. What is the purpose of it? Is it for PvE? And I'm just looking at it from a PvP perspective, and it's nothing to do with PvP. In a nutshell, it will suffer purely because the percentage damage is the strongest buffs in the game, and nerfs to that significantly bar 2 in case, like no crit chance basically with Malakath. Yeah, it's just no crit chance and no damage done is a lot to swallow, and it's just, and like I said, I was trying to think of it on a bash build, but bash build also scales off damage done, so they need to change it to weapon and spell damage reduction. Then it would have some use on bash builds. And like you said, maybe tanks. I don't know. It's just weird set. I don't know what they was doing. I don't know if anyone's cracked the code yet of it. I haven't seen anyone think of anything to really crack that down. It's just a weird one. It's effectively corrosive armor, but you've got no damage. Maybe for lols you should make the worst PvP setup so it highlights trash sets to either remove or buff them. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just, I don't know. But I think really when you look at all the sets that are coming out in the update 45, none of them look that crazy good. I mean, I did do a stream yesterday, and I think the monster set, the tanking one that's going to do a heal over time that scales off max health, could potentially be good if you run like a Nightblade with really high health, or a Warden healer. But it's a selfish heal, it's not going to provide heals. So it's like a selfish keep you alive set, possibly. But then it's got a random thing, it might not get that heal, you get minor protection, which is useless. Most setups have minor protection. So I think a lot of the sets look niche and mediocre to me. I don't think there's anything really crazy. It's hard to find that balance. I'm having too much fun on my mages at the moment. 2 mages together are immortal at the moment with frost and immovable contingency. Yeah, that is really crazy. Is that the one with the charm as well? There's a lot of Warden builds do that charm.
What was the point of that?
I think have I done this one? Yeah, I keep doing some charm that just throws you like fear. One of you running rallying though. Right, yeah, it's getting really dirty now.
Didn't even hear it click.
Rallying is just really good.
What's
If someone's got
score
that
if
on,
you get caught?
you don't have to worry about crit resistance too much. Who's it in there?
Serious? What was the point of that?
Yeah, the charm skill is the skill class from Scribe and Amazed. It's 2 strong charms and stuns and adds damage, and another buff like resolve, crit, etc. So busted. Yeah, that is really very difficult to deal with the snares and stuff. I haven't actually done a lot of direct PvP recently. I've been doing a lot of ganking stuff. I haven't done as many BGs as I'm sort of burnt out from that. But I will be doing. I've definitely seen a lot of it. Just not recently. I said, when the new DLC drops. It doesn't drop till March though, to be fair. And I'll be doing the new dungeons and stuff, which I do love doing. I normally heal, but I might go in as damage. So what I've done is there's not anything in that one. Right, we've nearly done 2 full runs of my lockbox route. We've got some crafting motives, but unfortunately no paintings as of yet. So if we get them paintings, they're going to be worth a lot of gold. Where am I? I'm all over the show. Mine does about 8k frost damage, adds minor resolve so I don't need vigor, and I run reflect instead. With the class charm, my boy runs a stone charm and increased crit damage. Yep. You've got some crazy ideas there, mate. Make sure you guys follow Can't Stop Core, as he does a really good Elder Scrolls channel. He comes up with a lot of unique ideas, just like me. And his builds are really good, so make sure you follow his channel.
This place has been violated for the last time.
His way of thinking is probably better than mine. But yeah, I think just things come to me, then I think, oh, do you know what, that'd be a good build, and then I sort of put it together. We both try to think out of the box, try and get away from the meta. I do some meta stuff, but you know, I try to sort of get away as much as I can from like the general stuff. And I also do a lot of builds to make things easier, like on 1 bar stuff. You know, a lot of people say that 1 bar stuff isn't viable, and it's really not true. I mean, I suppose you couldn't really contend with top end players, you know, really top end players with a lot of the 1 bar builds, but that's not to say you won't kill them. I've killed really good players with 1 bar builds. You know, a lot of people say, oh, you're just clipping noobs and stuff, and sometimes I do, but sometimes I kill good players. I like your 1 bar gloom. Those 100k ticks are wild. I'm going to try it out later. Yeah, I mean, like I said, 100k is enough for me. I mean, I've always wanted to try and hit the 100k barrier, and I finally did on heavy attack builds. I can't do light attack builds, I openly admit it. Light attack builds are better, but you're only going to make an extra 25k at the most. And I just don't like the crazy button mashing too much. You get enough of that in PvP. I don't also want to do that in PvE, so that's why I like the heavy attack builds. They are, you know, I said they're not super strong, but you know, if you're hitting 100k, that's enough. You know what I mean? Unless you're really leaderboard score pushing, which I don't do. So, it's far beyond me. I appreciate it, honestly. Your videos got me back into the game. That's good, as long as I've inspired someone. Like I said, there is a lot of good players out there, probably can think of a lot of unique setups and stuff. You know, but it's just thinking of things that are going to work. I do theory crafted stuff as well. I don't always do stuff with full-blown clips and that. But in my opinion, I don't really think you need clips for every build, because my opinion is that a lot of clips are cherry picked anyway. A lot of my clips are cherry picked. Do you know what I mean? You're only highlighting, it's just the highlights, and it's just like social media. You're only seeing the highlights. You're not seeing the bad. You're only seeing the good. So when people say, oh well, this build's rubbish, there's no clips, blah blah blah, I'm not bothered. I mean, to be honest, a good player should see a build, look at the stats, and then sort of they should be able to work out if it's a good build at face value. You know, if it's got potential. You shouldn't have to see clips to justify everything, in my opinion. I mean, it's nice to see the clips. I'm not against using clips. I still do clips. I just don't think it's 100%. Oh, you've got to have clips for everything. Attitude, you know, because like I said, a lot of it's cherry picked anyway. So you know, it makes it look better than what it is. Gloom's got a nasty one revealed on his channel. I highly recommend everyone struggling PV to watch it. It makes helping groups a lot easier when someone hitting like a falling school bus. Yeah, I mean, appreciate that, mate. Yeah, I mean, like, the heavy attack builds are good. I mean, the only time they start to show signs of struggling is in very, very high-end veteran trials. They will complete every veteran dungeon, most veteran trials. It's only if you're really, really pushing it that you might have to break away from the heavy attack builds. Which I think, you know, that's only like 1% of the player base are really going to need something beyond 100k. The most I've ever passed on a heavy attack build was 108k. I probably could have got about 109, 110, but I just left it at that, and then it was nerfed a little bit. It was the Highland Sentinel set was giving me that, but they did nerf it a little bit because it was too strong. But that's the most I've ever passed on a heavy attack build was 108k. The most I've ever passed on a light attack build was, I think, about 80k maybe, because I'm not great at it, and as I said, I'm not a fan of it.
What's this about? You don't belong here.
I just think the learning ceiling is just too high on light attack builds for me and for most players. Not to say that you can't learn it, I probably could have learned it, I've just never bothered to take the time, and like I said, I'm not a button masher by any means. I don't think most players are, and that's why I think a lot of players struggle to do DPS, because they copy light attack builds and they're very, very hard to pull off. You know, you need good timing with the light attacks in between every skill, and yeah, it's just like, it's just not for me. Like I said, I did manage to get to 80k, which is still respectable, but like I said, you really need to go a little bit beyond that if you want to do some really good high-end veteran stuff. So you want to get into the, like the 90ks, 100ks if you can. But to be honest, 70k is good for like 90% of the content in the game, maybe even 95. You ain't really needing to push beyond that.
For the 80th time, help is on the way. I've received assurances from House Redarin. They will handle this trouble fine. You need only be patient.
Patient. The foreman just dragged another egghead out of the mine, and he's worse than the rest.
You're in. You were warned. Now you'll need to deal with the guard.
Oh, I've got a Hello bed. Can give that away, even though it's only a green. Probably not worth much. Hello bed, hello bed.
When the guard arrives.
So yeah, I appreciate everyone that's followed me in the stream so far. Just let me know if you're on PCNA, and I can send over some of the stuff that I've got. If no one claims it, I'll just keep it and I can reuse it for another stream to build up. Depends if anyone gets back to me. I said I know it's nothing crazy. It's worth some gold. Checking the backpacks now and a couple of the cupboard stuff, just in case, because I still don't think I've seen tapestries. Not genuinely seen one, and I don't really know where they drop from. Oh, I'm getting cold. It's sloppy now.
For the 80th time,
I think it's from the NPCs. Just go away, would ya? It's the companion that's doing me.
Only be patient.
Patient. The foreman just dragged another egghead out
Now
of
back
the mine,
up.
and he's worse than the rest. This is on your head.
We're down the last door.
Can we look for their things? Just what I needed. Seriously? What was the point of that?
Why couldn't the kid in the pirate costume see the movie? Because it was rated R. That's funny. Can you go back to full screen? Yeah, sometimes I do the odd stream like this. I know it's not ideal, I just sometimes just try and mix it up a little bit. I normally do full screens though. Love your content, appreciate it. Tapestries come from lockboxes too. I have 2 or 3. Oh, thanks for that information, because I haven't got a lot of information on the tapestries. I don't think I've ever seen one from a lockbox. I've had probably all the paintings or most of the paintings, but apparently, are you a big stealer as well? Because if you are, then I've got some questions. I like seeing the loot you get. Yeah, I mean, the information I've got with Vvardenfell stuff is that, yeah, the paintings definitely drop from the lockboxes, and it's nice to know that the tapestries drop from the lockbox as well. I don't think I've ever seen them, and from what I've read, that they only drop from the NPCs, or it just says stealing, so I wasn't sure it was from the actual lockboxes. But have you had anything from the pickpocketing NPCs apart from crafting motives? Because I've had crafting motives from the NPCs, but I've not really had anything else. Maybe some plans, but I've not had physical furnishings. So the NPCs I'm not sure to farm, because I have farmed them, but I've never really found much from the NPCs. It's always from the lockboxes. I've had the shivering cheese finally, and I've had basically all the paintings. It's nice to speak to a fellow. There was another person who used to comment on my channel as well about the stealing stuff. He knew quite a lot as well. I think his name was Orcaman or something like that, and he knew quite a lot as well. I just need the Geesia tapestries. Lockboxes gave me all. Pickpocket only gets me motives, and I go hard like you. Yeah, I mean, the only other information I've got is from the containers. I've had plans, like, but again, I don't think they're worth crazy amounts. So I've had stuff from containers, but again, I've not seen confirmed decent drops on containers in Vvardenfell, so I don't really do them. Again, yeah, like with the NPCs, I've seen motifs drop, but again, nothing rare, like physical furnishings. So again, that's why I just stick with the lockboxes like you. The only one thing I would think of that I can't confirm, let me just get up here quickly. There is only one alchemist in the entire of Vvardenfell that I'm aware of, and he's located about here, and he does drop plants. I've had some physical alchemy furnishing plants from him, so I wonder if he can drop that mushroom polyp, you know, the one that's worth a ridiculous amount that drops from the nodes. But again, I've not, because it's hard to extensively farm one NPC. But I have had some from him, unless you know anything as well, because he's an alchemist. So the alchemists do drop alchemy furnishings. Still working on the mushrooming in Vvardenfell yet. I've been getting the purple 150 gold more often than lately. Yep. Yeah, I said the plant, I don't know if it can be stolen. I said you can definitely get physical mushroom furnishings from that alchemist and pickpocketing, but whether or not he drops that one that's super rare, I don't know. Yeah, I'll actually quickly show him, because I'm going in that direction anyway in a minute, so I'll quickly show you, just in case you don't know where the location is, because I think he's the only alchemist in the whole of Vvardenfell. So, and he does drop plants. I've had them, but I've only had blue ones. I've not had like purple furnishing plants. So I wonder if he's got that loot table drop of that mushroom polyp, you know, the really rare one that drops, you know, that a lot of people are after, that I've never seen.
I want no part in that.
So yeah, that's interesting. So I'm interested in the stuff that's rare in the game to find. I also know a bit about the Somerset stuff if you're interested. I will be doing streams on that as well. I just haven't got Somerset on PC. But once I get my network cable, I'll be doing Xbox streams as well, providing it plays ball. I don't get lag.
A lot of gold and stealing kids' toys?
How much is that mushroom you're looking for? The mushroom polyp is worth virtually unlimited, at least 100, 200 million, maybe beyond that. But like I said, it only drops from the plant nodes. I've done a few streams on it. Plant nodes, or maybe the clothing nodes, mushroom nodes. It definitely drops from them. Maybe the beetles. I don't think anyone's fully confirmed that. And maybe from the alchemist, I'm not sure. It's because you're working with such little information, so you don't know if it's true or not. Without a confirmed drop and like a screenshot, you don't know. Come on, how long are we going to take? There's an advanced one.
Delicate and dashing.
Should really start pickpocketing, but I don't. Once I get the ledger domain up fully, I will start the pickpocketing a little bit, and I'm not actually really hitting the NPCs. But like I said, that's because I don't really think they drop much, apart from motives. The never freezing snowball. Just highlighted your heavy attack building short because I demand people in random dungeons start carrying their own weight. Mean build. Yeah, I mean, I think that is a lot of problem, like I said earlier, that a lot of players try and copy the main meta builds, which is light attack builds, and they really struggle. Just like I did, I struggled. And it really, you can't really translate the damage that a lot of players do with light attack builds. And because a lot of players copy it, and then they just end up doing rubbish damage in the dungeon, you know, you'd be far better off just doing a heavy attack build and actually providing some damage. And that's what I do now. I just do heavy attack builds because they do enough damage for what I need to do in the game, you know. And like I said, they will do enough damage for most players in the game. And like I said, once I've played PvP for a while, you know, the button mashing does take a toll on your hands a little bit, and you're like, oh, I don't want to then go into PvE and then do another load of button mashing, you know. Sometimes when I'm healing, you do quite a bit, because I do a 2-bar healer, but just the light attack spamming just gets a little bit too much for me. I mean, it might be alright for some players might be okay with it, it's just not for me. I've tried to do it and I just can't be bothered to put the time in either for light attack weaving. I should have really, the time I've played in this game, I probably should have mastered it. It's not something I'm going to master now. I just prefer the heavy attack, it's more casual. Still requires some level of skill. It's definitely not as skillful as a light attack build. But it's just less to manage. And you can focus more on the mechanics, you know, that's what I think kills a lot of DPS in dungeons and stuff, veteran dungeons. Is they're too busy worried about what they're doing. Are they hitting the skills right? Are they dealing enough damage? And then they're not focusing on the mechanics of the dungeon and they go down. With a heavy attack build, 1 bar, it frees up the need for keep worrying about what you're doing with the damage, and then you can focus more on staying alive, supporting the group, and, you know, dealing with the mechanics rather than keep worrying about your light attacks, you know. That's the way I see it anyway. Just being caught. I just can't stop getting caught. And go away. Is it the seesaw? I forget that. So I forget those. I swear they're marked for me.
You'll pay for that.
Right, let's move to where the alchemist is. Light attack weaving isn't for everyone. To be honest, I only pass over 100k when I used to consume copious amounts of booger sugar. Heavy attack builds are so much more comfortable and successful in group generally. Yeah, I mean, for the general players, I think the skill level of doing a really good light attack build is just beyond most players. You know, 30% of players can probably really do good light attack builds, you know, that are well over 100k. It's probably even less, like 10% of players. I just think you're better off with just an heavy attack. I just can't light attack weave properly, effectively. I've tried and I just give up, and too much button mashing for me. Heavy attack all the way here. Tank healer build works for pugs as well. Yeah, I mean, it just works in a lot of shape and forms. But I did think, you know, because I keep thinking, oh, heavy attack build, you know. But I've obviously played before high on the open side build. So what was I doing before? I think I wasn't even doing damage rolls. I think again, like I would use my light attack build to provide, yeah, like 60, 70, maybe 80k DPS. But I think most, how the hell am I getting hit by a guard? There's no guards here. It's that bloody companion. Yeah, I was mostly, every time I'd done a veteran dungeon, I was primarily being a healer, because that's what I was doing. Is that companion finished? Right. Yeah, this is where the alchemist is, guys, just in case anyone wants to try. It's the only alchemist in Vvardenfell. He does drop plants, physical furnishing plants. Whether he drops that expensive one, I do not know. I can't confirm it. Oh my god, I just got it, imagine that. But yeah, you know, I can't confirm it. But that's the only alchemist, and he drops the plants. But if he drops that mushroom polyp, that is going to be insane. You're going to probably see about 100 people here spamming him. But as far as I know, he doesn't. I could be wrong. What is this rubbish? I can give that away if anyone wants it, but... What is this rubbish? Right, it's just keeping it low on the loot. A good light attack build on salt uses that mythic that adds damage to your light attacks, which obviously adds to your overloads. For PvP, that is, yeah. The mythic, are you talking about the, what mythic is it? I can only think of the PvE mythic, which is that kilt. Get into some more stealing. So yeah, let me know, guys, if you're on PCNA. I've not actually had anyone comment if they're on PCNA. Let me know if you're on PCNA and you want this free stuff that I've found so far. Adds 900 damage to light attacks. Can't remember the name, but it's OP on Salk. You got me thinking there. I can only think of the Lothy, which reduces light attack damage. So it's not the kill. I think that's crit damage that increases or something.
Seriously?
I don't know.
What was the point of that?
Just killing everyone there. Well, I just got a Breton mug. Again, it's not worth much, but it's nice to find. Who wants the Breton mug? So, but that's the stream, guys, that I'm doing. I steal, you keep. Anything I find that anyone wants, if you're on PCNA, I will be gifting for free. Even if it's an expensive painting. Let's just get these. I think these are cloviers. I mean, they might drop something special, but I'm not sure.
How can you sleep at night?
Just take them out. Make sure you're subscribed as well. I do lots of builds and guides, mostly for PvP, but I do random stuff. You never know what I'm going to post. That's the way I like to keep it fresh. I feel if you get into sort of like a routine of just doing this and that every time, you know, if you've just done vampire builds only. I just got another crafting motive. Got quite a few so far. But it'll be all up for grabs. Yeah, I find if I just done vampire builds, or if I just done werewolf builds, or just PvP, you know, like, I think you need to expand it a little bit, and I try and keep it fresh. You don't know what I'm going to post in the Elder Scrolls Online. I might do a gold guide, or I might just do a random stream. And some people might say it just looks inconsistent. You know, you're not being consistent with what you're posting. But I just like to keep it varied, and you know, if you just keep posting the same type of build over and over, or the same type of guide over and over, it just gets stale. Whereas I just like to mix it up and keep it randomised and as fresh as I can, as I have posted quite a lot of builds and videos on this game. So sometimes I do news stuff, announcements, sometimes I do patch note reviews or highlight things, sometimes I do, yeah, healer builds, heavy attack builds, ganking builds.
You just earned yourself a bounty. Guards, put this thief in the stocks.
Would be nice to get a drink or two.
Right, the loot is getting a bit full. Might go back and sell some stuff quickly. Let me just do the mages and fighters guild boxes, and then I'm gonna just sell this stuff. I need to get that ledger domain up. Need to get that up. These bloody guards are everywhere. And you just walk straight into them. Also, I especially enjoy your farming streams, like the fishing for the replica and your breaking ear sonos. Have been great, short and sweet. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, I do miss doing the fishing streams. I wish they'd add more to the fishing, because I do like the fishing, but it's limited what I can do, because I'm worried they'd be too boring just to sit there watching fishing. But I quite enjoy doing them. I do like the perfect row. But also I've got a question for you as well. Do you know anything about other rare items such as the Somerset stuff? Do you know all about the runners? I've done quite a few streams on trying to find the table runners, if you know anything about that. You chatting about the game while fishing was great. Oh, you might inspire me to do another one then, as I do like the fishing. But yeah, let me know if you know anything about the Somerset, as I do like. I've farmed quite extensively in Somerset. I've not really been successful. I just wondered if you'd been successful with the table runners. As that is one thing that has really eluded me. If you know what they are, and if you know if they're rare. Everyone like the stream as well, and let me know if you're on PCNA, and I will be dropping some free stuff to you. Haven't hit Somerset up yet, focused on Vvardenfell for the last couple of years. Well, I'll let you know just in case you don't know. There is these special table runners that look pretty generic. Again, they're super rare, and I think they go for really, really crazy gold. And they drop from the clothiers in Somerset, the NPCs. So I have farmed and pickpocketed them extensively, and I've never picked up a table runner. Oh, it's an Eleanor table runner. I think there's about 2 or 3 different types, and they drop from the clothiers only. Maybe another NPC, but yeah, and I've tried to farm them, and I've never had them drop. So that's another sort of rare sort of farm I do.
Look what the desert.
I've just been focusing on Vvardenfell at the moment. Let's get rid of this stuff. Is that stuff any good? I'll keep it just in case anyone does want it. It's not anything too crazy, but there you go. We'll launder those, and the rest can be sold. So yeah, Somerset has got some good unique rare drops as well that are worth a lot. The ledger domain just don't go up, it barely goes up. Not that I'm maxing it out every day as I should be, but I will slowly get there. Just chuck a bit of the gold in. I was farming those minecart tracks blueprints for a while, and I made a fair amount of gold while they were still worth something. Yeah, I can't remember where they even dropped. I didn't really look into them, but I definitely read somewhere about the mine tracks. And because again, it's like a structural thing, so they always sell fairly well. But yeah, I can't remember if there was a random drop from anywhere or if it was Gold Road. I actually watched the stream you did in Somerset. Oh, that's great. The drops you hit didn't seem worth it given Vvardenfell has a reasonable drop rate. Yeah, I think 30-day cooldown on the triptych dividers, and I have 2. Yeah, I think the Somerset drop rate is even worse. I think that's why I sort of gravitated back to Vvardenfell, because I know they drop, and I will go back to the table runners because I do still enjoy it. I like to chase something. Have you ever had the shivering cheese? I did get that once, and that's an incredibly rare drop. I mean, I must have farmed what? I must have opened up, say, 20, 30, I don't know, 1,000 lock boxes, probably a lot. And I've only ever had it once, and it's not worth that much, which is surprising. Great minds think alike, yeah. It's a shame you can't share the loot and stuff, only from like the actual the fence goods you can. Because that would be cool. You could all sort of like join together. And do you know what I really miss as well from the game? That they removed, I don't know why they even removed it. It did quite annoy me back in the day. Was I used to go to the Reaper's March, the caravan. There used to be a good farm there, and everyone used to join up and group up and just sell. You know, you just collect all the loot. Someone would go around and just kill all the NPCs, and then everyone would just hoover them all up. And that's gone. And they nerfed it. I don't know why they nerfed it, because it wasn't really overpowered. He was only making like 30k gold per character per day, and he was getting a massive bounty if you got caught. So I didn't see it was overpowered, but they nerfed it, and I don't know why. But luckily, Stonefalls Fort Virik here has probably just as many NPCs, but you don't see anyone do it anymore, which is a shame. And that was a big thing. Used to have people group up and mass kill NPCs.
Come on, friend. You're
Yes, I have it on display on my ultra rare exhibit on my Fair Winds home, the Shivering Cheese. Yeah, it's just a shame it's not worth that much. Like, it should be worth millions and millions, because it's so rare.
For the 80th time, help is on the
From my experience anyway, I've only ever seen one I've found, and you know, the amount of lot boxes I've opened, you think like it would have dropped a few times, but I have a standard block of cheese sitting directly below the Shivering Cheese, and it looks better than just a Shivering Cheese. Yeah, but I think I sold mine for like 300k. Maybe it might go for about 800k on PC. It's just underwhelming considering how rare it is. Same with the Etheric Cipher. I've never had that drop. I think I bought one because it was like 300k or something, and then I just resold it again. But again, an incredibly rare drop, and it's just not worth that much. I've seen it on PSNA for $500,000. Yeah, I mean, that's still good money, but it's just like, you think it's so rare it'd be worth even more. In my opinion, the Shivering Cheese is rarer than these paintings. Agreed, less endgame players means less demand for ultra rare items. Yeah, that is true. Am I getting hit by guard? Oh my god, I'm getting hit by guard. Run! I'm not on the greatest build for escapism either. Shivering cheese took years to get, the hardest of all except the Vvardenfell mushroom. Yeah, that mushroom is just probably, I think the mushrooms probably takes the cake for the hardest drop in the game. Maybe the table runners in Eleanor are on par, I'm not sure. But yeah, the mushroom polyp is just insane. If you got that, then you could sell that and never worry about gold ever again. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there, guys, as I've been streaming for a while now. So let me know, guys. I'm happy to send over anything. If you want anything, just message in the comments your username and I will send you what I've got if you're on PCNA. If not, if no one claims it, then I will do it on the next, I'll just roll it over to the next stream. And yeah, I'll definitely be doing some more stealing streams. They seem pretty popular. So if no one comments in a couple of minutes, then I will roll this stuff over for the next stream. So I've got some free stuff here for anyone on PCNA. I know it's not amazing stuff, it's just what I've found so far. If not, I will roll it over. We can carry that stuff on. What's the ledge domain like? That's been on 15 for so long. Okay guys, I'm going to roll the stuff over because no one's claimed it. So I'm not going to keep it for myself. I'll just keep it until the next stream, until someone in the comments says that they want me to send them some stuff. And we'll just keep it rolling. So next time I stream, there's going to be much more goods to get. So thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next stream. I've got a build coming out as well very soon as well. The boom shot. I think I'm dropping it, if I get time, hopefully tomorrow, if not the weekend. That's the next build I'm dropping. I've got a few more builds to drop. And yeah, so just stay tuned for the next video, guys. And I'll see you in the next one.